All right, so I think this might be the video right here. This might be the video right here. So Marvel Rivals is already in trouble. And I already know where they're going to go at with all this stuff, right? I seen a little bit of this video, but I wanted to hold it all for a reaction. Shout out to the original creator that made this video right here. You know what I'm saying? They go his name,
was the GOAT of
all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Boom, bada, bing, bada, boom. You see it, you got it, boom. All right, let's go back. Boom, boom. Let's hear it out real quick. I somewhat know the direction that they're going, but it's just to show you how crazy this world is. So let's check this bad boy out real quick. Here we go.
The general rule that I follow is that if you have to convince me that something you think is a problem, then it's probably not that big of a problem. If something actually is a problem, the problem will let you know that it's a problem. A little bit of a word salad, but you get where I'm going with it, right? If there's a gigantic nuke dropped on your fucking city, then you have a problem, right? And you cannot avoid that problem.
No, actually, you won't have a problem. All your problems will be eliminated if a nuke is dropped on your city. I'm just saying, all your problems will be eliminated. There will be no more problems. I'm just saying, there will be no more problems. That's tough! It'll just be a clean slate. That's it.
Because what was once your home has now been reduced to rubble, ashes, and remains of bodies, right? You got a bit of a oopsie-doopsie on your hand, you know? That might be something you got to address. But if you're telling me that Marvel Rivals is not doing something right because of the certain body type models they're using for certain characters, you lost me. Marvel Rivals, for those of you living underneath a rock, is a ginormous game. It's become super popular over the past few months. It's a hero shooter similar to Overwatch, except it's third person and utilizes lots of characters from the Marvel universe, from the comics, from the movies.
Bro, I can't wait for Marvel Rivals to put in characters like Iceman. Y'all remember Iceman? If you're a Marvel fan, you know who Iceman is. I can't wait till they put in characters like Iceman and stuff like that into the game. Boy, I was looking at a video, because I'm not that deep into Marvel, but I know a little bit of it. I was looking at a video last night or the night before. Bro, you know how many characters there is in the Marvel universe? Like, they can go for years upon years with just Marvel characters, bro. There's so many characters from, you know, the main saga, the canons and stuff like that. Bro, they could go on for years, bro. Like, just off the top of my head, I'm thinking of Iceman, War Machine, what's the other one called? What's that one female character? Something Claw. I can't think of her name right now, but it's something Claw. But it's just so many characters that they can go off of this one game right here, man. Just pure Marvel characters, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
All sorts of different stuff. The game is a team-based game where you and some other people are against a bunch of other people, and you compete against certain objectives to try to win. I haven't tried it, but I plan on doing it soon, and inevitably I'll become one of the best players in the entire world,
Sweaty as
sign a
hell,
multi-million-dollar gaming contract, and retire my family. That's how that's gonna go. But yeah, as I was saying, some people online are upset with the way the character models are being made, as they don't feel like it sets realistic expectations. So let's get into it.
Let's start here, though, with a little history.
But to see, this is the part I don't understand right here, right? Why people complain about the character models? Like, Fortnite pretty much got like the same type of character models. Cartoony, over-the-top, flamboyant-looking character models. What's wrong with that? Like, it's a video game, bro. We're not going for realism here. You know, I mean, they already had Marvel games that was going for realism, and you see how terrible they flop. No, this is a cartoon looking type of, you know, environment. You know what I'm saying? Keep the theme going. Shout out to them folks over there in China, bro. They know how to make some good ass goddamn video games. Cause when it comes to America trying to make a superhero video game, don't nobody want to play that shit. Don't nobody want to play that. Don't nobody want to play that stuff. Characters all looking the same and stuff like that. All the body types looking the same. The man looking like the woman looking like the man. Don't nobody want to play that, bro. Like, come on, man. I don't even know who I'm playing with. Don't nobody want to play with that stuff, man. Got the female characters running around. You know what? I'm not even going to even say, but you know what they run around looking like.
history. 8 months ago, this post on Our Girl Gamers titled, "Can we just throw some backlash at Marvel Rivals?" I love how they gave it a serious flair. That just makes it more funny.
And the fact that this was added on a post on r/girl gamers is even more fucking hilarious. You posted on r/girl gamers, which you had the self-awareness to ascertain the fact that no one would take this seriously, and so you added the serious tag to try to counteract that. This is like having a face full of clown makeup, but then throwing on a blazer to try to get some people to take you seriously.
I've been on the fence so long with Overwatch for years.
Why did I
It
do
has
my man
diverse
Shannon
male
like that?
body types, and then female characters are copy-paste with a bare handful of diversity, and these diverse female characters are given such a little amount of attention in cosmetics that it's clear they don't care for them. Now I'm watching Marvel Rivals go down the same path. The female characters are all tall, slim, and busty, with a good deal of skin, while the male characters are fully covered, minus Hulk and the Fishman.
I cannot believe this is even...
Who is the Fishman? Huh? Are you talking about Jeff the Land Shark? Who is the Fishman? Or are you talking about, what's his name? I forgot his name too, is where it started with the N. I call him Aquaman though. But who's you talking about? Like, come on, man. Bro, I know these guys and these people got to be trolling. Ain't no way in hell that they actually sit here and really want this type of agenda to be in our video games. Like, we already got enough agendas to deal with in real life. Now y'all trying to bring this same toxicity into video games. Y'all are losing me. It is not that serious. It's a goddamn video game. I'm going to tell you something that my granddaddy used to tell me, and he used to tell all my friends all the time back in the day. If you don't like it, don't play it. Simple as that. Like, if you don't like it, don't play it. Ain't nobody forcing you to play it. Obviously, you like it enough that you sit here and wrote this post right here with these big-ass 12-letter words and shit. So obviously, you like it that much. But if you don't like it, don't play it. It's just like with food. If you don't like the food that I made for you, don't eat it. Simple. There's nothing to argue about. No, I'm not finna add more sauce to it. No, I'm not finna. No, I made it the way that I made it. Either you eat it or you don't eat it. Simple as that. The hell is wrong with y'all, man?
Even on someone's mind when they're playing the game. Like, the idea that because people look normal and they're not 500-pound gorillas is something that upsets players to the point where they're going to make a post about it on Reddit. That's a disgustingly sad fact that we're facing right now. Listen, I've tried to make...
Bro, I literally got Reddit blocked. Like, I don't block nothing on my PC, but literally Reddit is blocked. I don't want to see nothing from Reddit. I don't want to see no posts. I don't want to see no how-to. I don't want to see no tips. I'm like T.I. from ATL. I don't want to skate with you, talk to you, hang with you, roll with you. I don't want to do none of that. I got Reddit blocked. I don't want to see nothing off of Reddit. That shit is toxic. Pure toxic. Like, god damn, the people on Reddit, bro, is just in la-la land. I don't mess with Reddit at all, bro. It be times that I be typing in like an issue or concern, I'm trying to figure it out, and Reddit wants to pop up and be like, somebody asked that same question on Reddit. Here goes some positive answers for that question that you have. Block it. I don't want to see that. I'd rather find it from somewhere else. I don't want to see it.
Make the point that ultimately a good game is a good game. The gameplay, which is what matters the most, will determine if a game is good. But I love the idea, and by love I mean find it
I don't fuck with Reddit
crazy
either.
That people go into new releases
just weird to me.
with a clipboard in their hand, and as they play, they check off little boxes for the criteria they're looking for, usually around some sort of body type, race, or gender inclusivity. It's absolutely bizarre to me. And in terms of body types, these are all superheroes. This is all make-believe. It's fantasy. We're not doing a video game based on real people. This isn't
right. Like, see, that's where I don't get where the argument is even coming into. Like, don't you know that these characters are resembling their counterparts from the movies and from the comics and from the cartoon series? Like, come on now. We got these characters looking like how these characters been looking since the 60s, the 70s, and 80s when these characters got introduced. Like, it's not rocket science. We're trying to make Captain America look like Captain America. We're trying to make Invisible Woman look like Invisible Woman, not like somebody that we can't even. Bro, what's that one Marvel game? I can't even think of that one Marvel game, but the one Marvel game where it had all those characters that it didn't even look like the superhero characters. They had the Hawk. The Hawk looked like he was overweight. It had Captain America looking like he was a random guy off the street, stolen valor and stuff like that. Like, it didn't even look like Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to play that shit. That's why that game flopped. Like, y'all ass stupid. It's just, this is what happens when something is successful. When something is successful, man, people just got to find some reason, some idiotic reason just to complain. Just to complain. Because their life just sucks. So they just got to find some reason. Since my life sucks so badly and this game is so successful, I don't like positivity. I like negativity. So I'm just going to say some hateful things about the game and hopefully it makes a little buzz. Like, that's all it is. And all the people that's agreeing with this stuff, their life sucks too as well. These are people that are overweight, can barely read, ain't had a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever they want in years. You know what I'm saying? Living a terrible life, driving what's that one car? A Nissan Juke. You know what I'm saying? I remember that Nissan Juke with that weird idiotic window in the back. They driving one of those. You know what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of prophecy, bro. Like, these are the type of people that you see in everyday society, bro. You don't even pay them no attention. Like, you look their direction and look away. Like, what the fuck is that over there? I don't even want to look at that shit. Like, goddamn. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of people, bro. You feel me? These are the ones that's complaining about this shit. It ain't the regular people of the world that's complaining about this shit. It's the unwanted people. And they know that they unwanted. That's why they try to make themselves be so different. Because they know they were unwanted. Don't nobody want to talk to them. Looking a fool and shit. Hell wrong with y'all. All y'all built like truck drivers. The hell's...
You know, The Office turned into a hero shooter. This is fucking Marvel. When people talk about realistic body types and stuff like this, especially, you know, under the context of Marvel, it just can't be more hilarious. Wow, you're telling me a franchise is notorious for, I don't know, Thor, the God of Thunder, Hulk, a guy who can turn into a giant green beast, and people with various superpowers isn't gonna reflect reality. Wow. I mean, you sound like the whiniest little bitch complaining about body types and shit like this. Oh. Just as entitled for me to sit there and be like, wait, this guy has powers, but I don't have powers. This isn't fair. Shut up.
It's so clear that they only just care for straight male gamers. At this point, it's just a slap in the face. They know what they're doing. It's disappointing since the MCU did such a good job making women less objectified. Fans of the MCU will be playing this game. Very few people read the comics in comparison, making it accurate for them as a joke.
This is insane because the idea that they're making women objectified in a game where there is zero objectification regarding the gameplay is crazy. There is no GTA 5 strip club scene in Marvel Rivals. Why would that be even something that crosses your mind? Like, I'm telling you, you have to be so living in a world of cognitive dissonance to even have that cross your mind. This isn't a game where you're walking.
Why these people that talk and act like this? Why these people that be on like Reddit and Twitter and all that old shit? Why do these people be the ones that have these like generic Google search default pictures? Like, they don't ever have no page of, you know, multiple pictures that you can say, all right, that's that person right there. I see him in this photo. I see her in this photo. I see family members with them in the photo. Like, it'd never be those people. It'd be people that has a picture of a car or has a picture of a truck or has a picture of a random anime character as a default picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see people like that, even in my comment section on YouTube, when I see people like that, bro, I don't even respond to you. Like, bro, you're invisible to me. Who are you, bro? You got this generic, bro, I'm not finna respond to you, bro. Get your I'm trying to be funny in the comment section ass up out of here. But will suck cock to your favorite streamer and shit, and that motherfucker don't never respond to your punk ass unless you donate. Yeah, get your ass off, man. Watch out. I ain't got time to talk to you, bro. I'm gonna treat you like how your favorite streamer treats you. You're invisible to me until you donate something. What my man, Dr. Umar say? Donations. Gifts, donations, That's the only way you're gonna have me talk to you.
Around slapping girls on the asses, press E to make out with a chick while she's drunk. That's not a thing. It's a 5v5 hero shooter. You are literally so mad because of a character model. That's it. Not that I'm saying even like the GTA objectification shit is like a real argument. It's not. Like that was an entire thing people had to deal with for a while. The gaming journalists that were feminists complaining about Grand Theft Auto. Thank God that's over. But honestly, now we're just getting this, which is even more of grasping at straws. Explain to me, what does objectification even mean? Like, how does that make any sense? The women in the game are just as objects as the men in the game. Like, they're just characters that you can play with. They're all toys. They're all objects. You know what I mean? Like, how does this make any goddamn sense? Objectification implies that you're getting some sort of gratification from these things in a way that reduces them down to their sexualness, right? But that's just not what's happening. So you're either making shit up because you're special or you're making shit up because you're also special. I don't know!
Oh my gosh, that's gotta be one of the most pathetic things I've ever heard. They need to appeal to MCU fans only. Forget the comic fans. Don't make things accurate for them. As if there would even be an MCU without the original comics. And they end the post by saying, can we just start making noise on these issues? You know what? That's also one of the lamest things I've ever heard.
Right. When somebody said, can we just start making noise on this issue? See, like I'm saying, these are people that just trying to cause an uproar. That's all they trying to do. They trying to cause an uproar. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. They have no other purpose. They're not trying to come to a logical reason or nothing like that. They just saying stuff out of left field just to have an uproar. You feel me? That's it. Nothing else to it. You feel me? These folks is crazy, bro. Just pure craziness, man. For real. I don't get it, and I'll never want to get it either.
That's my point, is what I said at the beginning of the video. That's how you know you
know what I'm saying? If y'all, the true definition of who these people are hecklers. That's all they is, man. A bunch of hecklers. If y'all don't know what that word is, look it up. But that's all they is, man. A bunch of hecklers, man. That's it. A bunch of hecklers. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but a heckler.
Don't have a problem if you have to try and beg people on r/girl gamers to think there is a problem. If there was a game-breaking bug, people would make it very clear that there's a problem and everyone would agree that there's a problem. The fact that your post had to be tagged with a serious tag and you had to e-beg for upvotes really shows that there's probably not an issue. In rare cases, there's exceptions for this rule. Like if you know some top secret about Obama and how he owns 10,000 child slaves secretly, yeah, you might have to beg for some upvotes. Like, that makes sense. I'm telling you, though, this is not your Obama slave moment. This is your barely making it out of the hood Reddit post.
I feel like I just waited a decade
Why
for
they messing with my man Obama
game,
like
and
that?
now it's pretty much implied that this game isn't for me. Well, that sounds like great news for everyone else. Imagine being stuck in a lobby with someone like that. The most upvoted comment in that thread says, "Consider my noise added to yours. Just tell me where to direct it." Another top comment says, "Yeah, who would have thought that League of Legends did it best? It's so weird. We've had AAA games with diverse women for ages, and here we are, 5 steps backwards from that."
Did League of Legends really do it best? Doesn't that game have like the craziest build on half the chicks on the roster you can pick from? I'm sorry, is it Misfortune? Isn't she built like an entire hourglass? Is that like the shit that you really want to be the standard? What? This is what I don't understand too, is like these people are on the exact opposite side of the Andy Pants gaming spectrum, where that guy won't play any game if there's like, you know, lesbian black fat chicks because he thinks that it's like DEI and the game has been ruined because of it, regardless of if the gameplay itself is good, which is a stupid take. And this is just equally as stupid, deciding that a game is not worth playing because of the character models. Like, you sound dumb, especially when you're saying League of Legends did it best. Did they?
Like, I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this much. I feel like Call of Duty, for the most part, has some of the worst character models that I have ever seen in a video game. That's just my opinion, but I still play the game, though. I don't let that be the determining factor of me playing the game or not. You know, I can give two L's of what the character models look like. I just want a good time and a good experience. And long as I get that, as I sit here for 2 plus 4 or 5 hours or whatever it may be, then I'm going to play the game. I don't care if all the characters was bouncy balls. If the game and the experience that I'm having with the game is fun, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, I'm not sitting here playing the game like it's a job or something. If I want a goddamn job, I will go out and get a job and work and complain about the job that I applied for. No, I'm not going to do that. I come to play video games to have fun, have a good time, relax, get away from real world activities and events that's going on around the world, and just be myself, man. That's what I do. It's escape from reality. I don't want reality to be all in my video games, man. The fuck is you talking about? If I want reality, go outside then, goddammit.
I mean, did they? Again, at the same time, not to validate your worldview, because me saying this might make people think that I'm giving some credence to what she's saying, or that it even matters if this were to be the case, right? But the game did just kind of come out. Like, there will be new characters added. Now, whether or not new characters that you like are being added kind of doesn't matter, but the point is you've jumped the gun. You've jumped the goddamn gun to make this point, which shows us that your intentions are less about actually standing behind something and giving these people the benefit of the doubt, and more so just rage baiting.
And then
That's
people
it.
would argue about League of Legends also being problematic.
Yeah,
So I just thought that was all pretty funny. I hope you enjoyed that one too. Aside from the brain rot stuff. And now on to more current posts from only 3 days ago on the subreddit for Concord. The post titled, "Any Concord fans try Rivals yet?"
Yeah, first mistake of this post is you're talking to Concord fans, of which there are 3 in the entire world, many of which seem to have made alt accounts to respond to your post, which is very interesting. Really shows you what kind of people are playing that game. And by playing, I mean dumping their precious seconds into that abysmal product.
I'm gonna tell you something, right? This is how crazy it is when it comes to Concord, right? Concord was a Sony game that came out a couple years back, right? I didn't know nothing about Concord until I started playing Marvel. That's just to show you how dead Concord was on arrival. I didn't know shit about that game. Like, nothing at all. Nothing. Like, I'm not even sitting here trying to make it seem, more for the video. No, I honestly did not know nothing about that game until I started playing Marvel. And I started watching these videos and people be doing these comparisons and stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell is Concord? And like, I had to type it in and look it up. Like, what was it? Like, come on, bro. That right there should just let you know how dead that game is. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. Like, nobody at all. Y'all asses is crazy.
Also, why specifically ask Concord fans what their thoughts are on the game? Why not people who have played the game? I'm considering giving it a try, but Concord holds a special place in my heart. What? You do realize you're allowed to like multiple games. You can enjoy Concord and Marvel Rivals. It's not cheating if you're playing multiple games. I'm hoping Rivals shares similar qualities. Well, unfortunately, the quality you're looking for seems to be something we call dog shit, of which Marvel Rivals is lacking in that department, at least relative to Concord. And so I suppose you'll be very disappointed. Motherfucker's a top 1% poster on r/Concord game. Dude, you have to get a job.
The top response reading, "It plays nothing like Concord. I personally don't like the movement or shooting at all, and don't get all the hype and praise it's getting. If you want similar gameplay to Concord, Destiny 2 is your best bet.
Oh,
but the PvP
Lord.
in that game is basically unplayable, unfortunately.
Oh, Lord.
But the PvE is still good."
That's how you know this person is not to be taken
Lord.
seriously.
This
When
man
you can
said
see
Destiny
that something
2?
is getting a lot of hype and praise, that has good audience acclaim, and has had probably tens of millions of dollars put in.
Another game that's bullshit, bro. Take it how y'all want to take it. Destiny 2 is bullshit, bro. Nobody want to play that shit. Boy, I sat here and watched motherfuckers play that shit, man. That shit looks weak as hell. Ain't nobody trying to play that. That game had one little buzz week or 2 weeks last year and shit, and that was it.
Into it and is based on a franchise loved by literally hundreds of millions of people. If you can't see how that's loved, I don't understand you at all. At that point, I would expect you not to understand why the sky is also blue. Like, if you can't look at the inputs, outputs, and features of Marvel Rivals and take a wild guess as to why people like it, I guess you're just never to be taken seriously at all. Like, your Reddit account should be deactivated.
Why did Concord have to die and Marvel Rivals gets to live? It's not as fun as Concord by a long shot. I hate this timeline. They'd get a response that says,
press the
charging
restart button if you hate
$40
this
when literally
timeline. See what
every hero
happens.
shooter is free.
My
was
bad.
a
Maybe
very
that was a
big
little mean.
misstep.
My bad. I didn't mean to say
A
that.
response to
I
them
didn't mean
reading,
to say
being free wouldn't save the game, buddy, and Marvel Rivals isn't having success because it's free. As user Pass Foundations would respond to that other user Desfert, where Desfert had essentially said that Concord being free wouldn't have saved it. Pass Foundations responding saying, it's one of the main factors of its demise.
I hate when people throw that whole, oh, well, since it's free, that's why it's so successful. Bro, that don't mean shit, bro. You know how many games that has came out that was free to play, bro, and fell to the wayside? And you know how many games that they charge people to play and it was successful? Like, it's not always about money or being free. It's about the end product. That's all it's about. And if the end product is good, then it's good. I bet money, right? I bet money. If Marvel Rivals would have came out and would have been like, I'm just throwing a number out there, $30, right? I think it will still be at the same point that it's at right now. People would have paid for it, and it'll be still the biggest thing in the world right now. If they would have charged $30 for everybody on an initial launch, it still would have been a big ass game. That's how I feel about it. Like, it's a good game. It's fun. It's fun. That's, at the end of the day, that's the main part about it. It's fun. It's addictive. You feel rewarded when you do good. It's not like these other games where all this manipulation going on in the background. It's just play the game. That's it.
And that's where we get Desperate saying, yeah, let's say it was free to play. Now tell me the difference, how much longer would it last? Even when the game had a free beta, it only hit 2K and kept dropping players, basically kept the same issues from the beta, and then it died only a few weeks later. It doesn't make a single difference to paint a ship with other colors. If you don't fix the holes, it'll still sink.
The thing is, too, if
I love when stupid people try to use, you know what I'm saying, big logical reasons and, you know, situations. Hey, look, well, it's just like painting a ship, but if you know that, bro, shut up. You don't even know what you're saying, bro. Your ass asked Chat GPT to put that shit together for you. Give me some words that rhyme together for it can sound catchy. That's what you did. That shit didn't come off the top of the cerebellum. Stop it. Stop that. Nathaniel, stop that shit, man.
If you're upset with the balance of this game, you have to understand that there are two types of people that are upset with it. There's the people that are upset with it because they want to hate it, and there's people who are upset with it because they want to like it. It's kind of like, you know, your father. Like, if your father is mad at you, you know it's because he loves you and he wants you to make the right choice, right? Like, that's one way to look at it. Versus a kid at school who doesn't like you just because he doesn't fucking like you and he's mad at you, right? There's a difference. I think a lot of these people genuinely just don't want the game to do well and dislike it because of that reason. And so when they're like, oh, it's not balanced, they like that it's not balanced because they want an excuse to hate on the game, versus people who are complaining about the balances who like the game want the balances to be, well, balanced, and think that an improvement in the game would help the game grow bigger and would make it a better experience for them.
Then we get this hilarious cope that says, Concord failed not because of its design, gameplay, price, or quality as a game, but because it became a target in a culture war. From the moment it was announced, discussions about the game were dominated by negativity. Critics labeled it as dead on arrival, woke, or trash, before there was even a beta or gameplay footage. This constant negativity overshadowed the game itself.
You know this is cope because Overwatch...
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's where a lot of games fail at. When they get into that whole woke ass shit. See, I'm not with this whole new generation ass shit, bro. I'm 32 years old, bro. I ain't got time for all that shit. I grew up in a generation where kids called each other the F word and we fought and shit like that, and we played house with females. See, I grew up in that generation. I didn't grow up in this generation where, you know, all your friends and shit is online and shit, and you ain't never even met your friends before. I didn't grow up in that generation. I met my friends. My friends lived on my block. I went outside when I was a kid. I grew up in that generation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always never going to see eye to eye with this new generation bullshit that y'all be talking about. Woke. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like the old man, you know, hollering at the sky and shit. What is that? Woke? What you talking about, woke? Bitch, I'm up. What are you talking about? Like, I'm not asleep. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm confused. Like, I ain't got time for that weird ass shit, nor do I want to understand it.
Could have just as easily been labeled woke because Tracer, the cover girl of the entire game, is lesbian canonically. There's a lot of diversity in the characters. There's non-human characters, there's black characters, white characters, Asian characters, girls, boys, old, young, fat, slim. But the fact that the game was really good and people loved the game overshadowed all of that. Like, ultimately the gameplay was king. It got so massive it turned into a huge esport. There was an entire league surrounding it. XQC, one of the biggest, if not the biggest streamer in the world, got his start streaming that game. So you can't just use this as your cop-out. You can't just say, well, it died because people called it woke, because the wokeness that people have a problem with sometimes didn't kill Overwatch. So that just doesn't work as an argument. And Marvel Rivals is doing so well because, again, of
from what I know about Overwatch, and I don't know everything about Overwatch, but from what I know and from what I've seen in videos, what killed Overwatch was, once again, the the direction that the developers went with that game. That's what killed Overwatch. You know, the community was promised certain features and things in the game that was never brought to the game. And then you came out with Overwatch 2 saying that, you know, this is going to be a whole different game from the original Overwatch. But Overwatch 2 ended up being the exact carbon copy of Overwatch. So it was like, what is the point of this whole new game right here when it's the exact same thing? So instead of them bringing new features and changing the game up and stuff like that, all they did was just took it from a 6v6 to a 5v5. Now they're going back to a 6v6. Wow. That's tough. Interesting.
Of the gameplay.
Now, interesting thought process
Rivals
there.
Is having this sort of woke conversation, right? But
I forgot that people were talking about Concord.
Yeah,
like Concord. What is that?
Used to stream Overwatch and used to stream Valorant. They're all streaming Rivals. Maybe that has to do with the hype for sure. But if your game is literally unplayable, then it will not be played. If it's good, then people. You get where I'm going with this, right? I heard this guy Flats, who's an Overwatch streamer, literally say that his desire to play the game has never been lower. By the game, I mean Overwatch, right? Because Rivals has been so fun for him. Gameplay is king, ladies and gentlemen. This is what matters.
Here's another funny exchange with this user Irate Pirate, who responds to the OP. Once again, the OP had asked if any of the Concord people had played Marvel Rivals. Irate Pirate saying, yes. In fact, my original plan when Concord was coming out was something like, I'm bored of Overwatch, I'll play Concord until Rivals comes out. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible. It's pretty fun. It's not on Concord's level in my opinion, but it's fun. User Icy Ruins responding saying, Concord's level was so high that the game shut down immediately. A different user, Lum Sauce, then chiming in saying, y'all are still here. Figured you people would have stopped hanging around hating a few months after the game shut down, but I guess life moves slow when you have nothing worthwhile in it. And Icy Ruins responds saying that this post was recommended on the—
Boy, some of these people on the internet swear they be having some of the coolest, rawest comebacks. Like, I bet when they type in that shit, they can be like, yeah, take that. You know what I'm saying? And when I see some of these comments, I'm like, boy, if you don't get this generic ABC 1, 2, 3 ass comment that you just said, like, this shit not even clever, bro. This shit weak as hell. And I know in your little idiotic mind, you thought that was the coolest shit in the world to say at that particular time, but this shit weak, bro. Like, bro, thumbs down, bro. What are you talking about?
Their homepage. I also find it funny that Lum Sauce is talking about people still being here on the Concord subreddit, when that can also be applied to the Concord defenders.
You have to understand, if you're gonna get mad at people criticizing your thing, when your thing is worth criticizing, you can tell that person to get a life, but you can just as equally be told to get a life if the thing that you're defending is lifeless. You know what I mean? Like, sure, maybe it's cringe to be merciless to a game franchise that has barely anyone supporting it, but then the people that do support it look just as cringe as the ones shitting on it, you know what I mean? So it's a lose-lose if you come out and reveal yourself to be a defender of this dead IP.
And then hopping over to the Marvel Rivals subreddit, we've got this post that says, talk about bad takes. And then posting an image from Outlet The Gamer and an article that they made titled, Marvel Rivals has too many heroes for its own good. You're probably familiar with The Gamer. Many channels, including mine, have talked about takes from that outlet, as they're the same type of gaming journalists who often try and call gamers problematic, and they're constantly getting offended at things.
Well, the reality is, you don't even have to read the article to know that the title is stupid, because League of Legends is one of, if not the most successful esport of all time, and there's like over 100 champions in that game, right? I don't know, I don't play, but I mean, yeah, does like League of Legends not being a shooter probably allow it to have more?
I hope Marvel, at, you know what I'm saying, 2 years from now, whatever, I hope Marvel has over 200 characters. I want them to grab every single character that they possibly can from the Marvel universe, from all the Marvel universe. Grab them all. I want them all in this video game at some point in time. Every last one of them. There's so many goddamn Marvel characters, bro. It'll blow your mind away. Get all the characters, different skins and stuff like that. Just go crazy. Hell, eventually, fuck it. Add a battle royale eventually. Add one. You know what I'm saying? They got something on there right now that's kind of like a it's not like a battle royale, but they got a team deathmatch, something that's similar like a team deathmatch. They got something similar like a free fall and stuff like that on the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep on adding more game modes on there, man. Jedi, what's happening with you, baby? Long time no see, man. How was your holidays, my boy? How was your holidays? There's already like 13 more leaks. Come on, man.
Characters, yeah. But I feel like begging the question with that title is a little bit...
You say
like,
I'm the best Marvel character?
Just a bad premise, you know?
We were also being laughed at a few weeks ago during the Veilguard arc, as they made a number of articles attempting to defend Dragon Age the Veilguard, only to then later make one where they kinda walked that back a little bit after they saw the public opinion on the game was negative and nothing these journalists could do would change that opinion. As many gaming journalist outlets, for example also IGN, did attempt to defend Veilguard and influence the public in a way that they completely failed at. And now the corpo journos over at The Gamer are attempting to insult Rivals and prop up Overwatch, saying that Rivals should have taken more time with its roster.
You starting an internship,
and making
man?
a very weird argument that Rivals has released too many heroes already, saying that people don't care about playing them well or trying to learn what their abilities are, which is obviously a really weird thing to say. Like, obviously people want to play their heroes well. They then doubled down on the argument that Rivals has too many heroes, and in the lead up to its full launch, more additions were confirmed for the roster, making it hard to determine who I'd main, and if I would even have enough time to learn all their ins and outs before release. Turns out that I didn't, and now the sheer act of playing Marvel Rivals is daunting. Once again, I find myself...
Are you serious? It's daunting?
See, the people that talk like that, they just suck at video games. That's all it is, bro. They just suck at video games. These are the type of people that say shit like that. These are the type of people that goes negative all the time in Call of Duty. That loses every game in 2K. That loses every game in Madden. Like, they just suck at video games. Like, bro, it's not that hard of a concept to get across, bro. Yes, the characters have different moves, bro, but... Bro, you play with the character for a match or two, bro. You get the move concept, bro. It's good to go. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a ceiling to understand the movements from all the characters. Now, to master the characters, yeah, I'm sure there's a bigger ceiling on that. But just to understand it and just play it, it's not that hard, man. These are just people that common sense just don't click to them, bro. You know, they're the type of people that they question you, why is the sky blue? These are the type of people that question you, why is grass green? Who said that it was green? It could be really yellow. Like, what? What are you talking about, bro? I'm just saying, who said that grass is green? Like, bro, be quiet, man. Like, you doing that weird shit again, and you wonder why your last girlfriend left your ass for your brother. You gone, bro. Watch out, bro. Watch out. All right, get the fuck out the way, man.
Dude, you're a gaming journalist. Your job is to know how to play games and learn the ins and outs. It's daunting to learn how to play characters. Come on, bro. This can't be serious. If you're a normal person who only plays
December,
video
I have
games
my
for an hour or
bachelor's?
two every
Damn.
single day, and
Oh, you out here
it's just
finna make
a
some
hobby,
money
I
now.
understand that. It's like, oh,
You know what I'm saying? Let me
all
hold
these
$20.
characters, I don't have time to learn. You're a gaming journalist. This is your homework. You can't do your homework in time? What?
That's
I'm
good
sorry.
shit, bro.
Are there 15,000 Marvel Rivals characters that I just don't know about? Are they writing new ones into the comics just to put them in the game? I don't think so. And look, bro, I like Overwatch a lot. It's my favorite game of all time. But I can't have this tunnel vision and just assume that there won't be a better game that comes out. And I'm not saying Rivals is better, but I'm not going to completely shut it out, you know, just because it's not completely a polished, finished product right now.
Ice, what's going on
You
with
gotta
you,
give
baby?
it some time. It's got growing pains. It needs to listen to what people want, and it'll make adjustments. And if it ends up failing, it ends up failing. But as of right now, a lot of people seem to like it. It seems to me like it's worth a lot of the hype that it's being given, and we'll see what happens, you know what I mean?
Of comparing it unfavorably to Overwatch. Yeah, this just sounds like a massive skill issue. I only started playing Rivals like 2 weeks ago, so not only did I not play the beta, but I also started it late technically. Don't find it daunting at all. It's a fun game. And I'm not even a great player, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I know plenty of people probably didn't play in the beta, and they're also having fun with the game, so I
didn't play the beta, and
except
I'm having
it seems
fun.
like they're trying to make any excuse they can to try and insult Rivals and prop up Overwatch. Continuing, they say, Overwatch turned each new hero into a legitimate event.
Anyway, if you guys want to check out the rest of this video for yourself, feel free, I'll link it down below. But I just find this whole thing strange. What do you guys think? Are you on Team Rivals? Are you Team Concord? I don't know. Gotta put that out there, right? But yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely not no Team Concord. I can tell you that right now. Definitely not. We're not even going to even pay attention to Concord. Like, bro, let me show y'all something real quick. Look how trash this game is, bro. Like, look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Bro, look, like, bro, like, look at this shit, bro. Who wants to play this? Like, who honestly wants to play this?
I cannot believe that.
Absolute fucking ears.
Yo, stop yelling in the mic for no reason, bitch ass. Fuck. I have 2 guns.
Deploying an air barrier.
Intel coming your way.
Reloading.
Bro, anybody that's excited to play Concord, you are delusional. There's nothing exciting about this shit. Like, look at this. Bro, there's nothing exciting about this shit, bro. See, Marvel Rivals is exciting, man, because they got cool moves, cool ultras and stuff like that, man. Like, come on, bro. That's exciting right there, man. You know what I'm saying? You doing ultras like on some Dragon Ball Z type shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You got characters yelling and screaming and shit, man. Come on, man. Nobody want to play this shit right here. The fuck is this shit, man? That's all you can do. Just wish them, hey, game on, brother. You know how people be like, fish on? Hey, game on, man. Game on, man. Whatever you want to do, man. Like, look at this. A bunch of clunky ass bullshit.
I must reload.
Bro, that shit looks like crap. Like pure crap, bro. Pure crap, bro. Like, come on, man. This game looks like shit.
Me and my crew.
Like, see, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is the type of game that y'all want to play right here. This is what y'all want to play. Running around. This character looks like his name is Caesar. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I just had to say it, bro. Like, take it how y'all want to take it. This character's name look like it's Caesar, bro. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? I don't want to play this, bro. I don't want to play this. Look at this overweight fat boy right here. What?
Me and my crew.
Me and my crew. Oh no, yo, you and your taco. I don't know if I want to play that shit, man.
Must regrow. My body is damaged. Relocating the dome. You're strong. Sharing enemy location. They're all over me. Deploying healing pad.
This game looks like a generic just Call of Duty style / Valorant style / Apex Legends / CSGO / you know, it just looked like a run of the mill ass, you know, first person shooter. Yeah, that stuff looks boring. Super boring.